"Come to me, slave," he said, sitting back in his chair with his arms folded. Van's heart fluttered. She stood and stepped over to where he sat, her eyes fixed on his feet. "Kneel before me." Van knelt, the food in her stomach churning while she waited for the torture to begin. "Why didn't you ask for help when Fenton began his siege on the other world?" he asked, running his thumb over the flaming red X on her forehead that was the mark of her slavery. "It did, master." "You did?" he asked, his eyes narrowed. "Please explain this. Tell me who you asked for help." Van's head began to ache as the memories poured through her. It went to Bodv, the king of the Tuatha De Danann, and found that Fenton had already struck a deal with him. It was struck down and imprisoned while Bodv had his men make the collar this wretched vessel wears about its neck. The collar prevents it from using its power. The Veilman's eyes went wide. His skin mottled while he tipped her chin back to look at the collar. "I never knew," he said in a low voice. "The slave begs its master to beat it, to punish it for whatever wrong its master sees fit. It has displeased its master, and it begs forgiveness," the enchantment forced Van to say while inside she fought to free herself. He didn't acknowledge the words of the slave, instead continuing to examine the collar. "I don't know this magic. One of my men may be able to help, though likely Bodv would have to remove it himself." "The slave begs—" "Shut up," he snapped, then swallowed and took a slow breath. "I have many spies in Amene Blach, but it seems their information is faulty. Perhaps Fenton has known about them all along," he said in a sullen tone. Van wasn't sure what to make of another change from him, though she finally understood Fenton's loathing of the Veilman. They had waged their own private war for years, though no one knew. It was a strange thing to see him as a possible ally,